Alright then guys and girls, this is the RUGW. Welcome! So today this is just a deck tech of the Slivers. So I'll do the Slivers and I'll do the Blue-Black Teachings deck. So the reason I'm doing the Slivers first is because this was the first ever deck that I got on MTGO. Basically, I took the green-white Slivers list and watched a lot of videos and thought this isn't good because you get to a point where you can get to a stalemate, which is where I was like, I need red because you can burn things, and then lightning bolt is also the best removal spell in modern. So I thought if I'm using red, I might as well use it in this. And Bone Splitter can effectively be another lord, which I can bring out turn 2 actually, because if I go turn 1 land drop, turn 2 Gemhide Sliver, and turn 3 into Bone Splitter, but you really wouldn't want to do that. You'd usually want to go Lord, or no, you preferably want to go Heart Sliver turn 2, because that way you get in for 1, and then turn 3 you can just start going off. Basically, it's got the green-white shell, you know, with the 12 lords, and then I used Gemhide as a way to fix my mana because it's a 4-colour deck. The Winged Sliver and the Winged Sliver and the Shadow Sliver are more for the evasion, because Shadow, nobody uses Shadow, so it's effectively unblockable. And Winged Sliver flying, that's nice because with all the Delvers and stuff, your 4/4 Sliver can block a 3/1 Delver and you'll be happy. The choices for the numbers, so basically everything's a 4 of. That was easy. It came down to me just writing down which Slivers I wanted and just cutting and adding some, and this was it. It was the best one for a curve because I run the 4 Evolving Wilds and the 4 Terramorphic Expanse to fix my mana. It's couldn't really run a 1-drop like Striking Sliver because you wouldn't be able to play it. So the basic land choice, it's pretty much down to what it is. There's more forest than there are mountains, but that's purely because the forests, you really want to try and play something green turn 2, and that's because it's got the Lord and the Gemhide. The Gemhide, I think, is the best card in the deck because of how well it fixes your mana, which is important because of the sideboard. So yeah, it's pretty much 4 Sentinel, 4 Sinew, 4 Winged, 4 Shadow, 4 Lightning, 4 Heart Slivers, 4 Bone Splitters, 4 Gemhide, 4 Muscles, 4 Predatories, and then these lands. The sideboard, now Burn is actually a really weird matchup because if they go to burn your creatures, that's somewhat okay and somewhat bad because your top decks usually aren't that good late game. You tend to get mana flooded in the late game. So the Circle of Protection Red's just to stop that. It's like stopping them burning your stuff. You don't care much about the face because you can really go against that. Journey into Nowhere, that's good against all the creature stuff. I have a problem against the Soul Sisters deck, the 2 mana 1, which says whenever an opponent's creature enters, they lose a life, as well as whenever another creature enters, you gain a life. So they just gain too much out of that, which is why I like siding in the Journey to Nowhere. Plus, it's good against the control decks because you just take away their win cons, like Gomag Angler. Negate. Now, Negate is just an all-round good card. I run forward 3 Dispels, but Negate needs to go against the other stuff, like your sorcery speed things and your enchantments, because if you can negate a Journey to Nowhere, that's amazing, because a lot of white decks run that in sideboard, so you need to be aware of that. So Dispel is, again, just going up against the stuff, your opponent's removals. It's good against control, so if they try countering your Lord, you can just dispel it. But the choices for these and running 1 blue is purely for the fact that Gemhide Sliver's there, so you can, if you know you're running this, you can crack into your island first thing. Electricity, now that's amazing against the token decks, the Soul Sisters deck as well, because everything's 1 toughness, so you just overload it and board wipe their board for 2 mana. That's really good. And Relic of Progenitus is what I use against Dredge. Dredge is actually a tough matchup because of how efficiently they can use their cards. I can't remove them effectively with Journey to Nowhere half the time because they'll just end up sacking them to some sort of thing. So Relic will stop their engine and just make sure I get that little head that I need and then just go off. So a lot of people say that I'm an aggro deck, a lot of people say I'm a mid-range deck, and a lot of people say I'm a combo deck. And they're all true. It's based on how you play the deck, because if you go Gem High turn 2, you're a combo deck. That's it. You want to combo out your slivers and then play them. If you're going Muscle Sliver, and if you're playing your Lords just one after the other, then you're aggro. You're just aggroing your opponent out. And what I aim to be is a mid-range deck. The mid-range version of this Slivers is what distinguishes it from the other version, the green-white Slivers. I've played in the mirror, well, not the mirror, I've played against green-white Slivers using this, and I won, but I don't know whether that's good or not, because it's purely for the fact that I run Line and Bolts over Journey to Nowhere. It's more efficient for my mana. Where he goes Lord Pass, and I go Lord Pass. So effectively just play another Lord and not have anything else to do with that one mana. So I go, okay, Lord Bolt. And it's those type of plays that help me win that. I don't think that's a good thing to say though. It's also especially good for the fact that I run Wing Sliver and Shallow Sliver, because I avoid the stalemate, and that's what I was trying to avoid. The points where on either side you can't attack, which is really bad for the Slivers deck. I played it in Standard Slivers, M15 game day I won playing a 5-colour Sliver deck with very, very dodgy mana they had. But yeah, Slivers is definitely my favourite deck right now. And then there's Blue-Black Teachings, which I'll show you in the next video. So remember guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is a Slivers deck, an important deck to me. If you enjoy it, then go ahead and build it. But remember, all of this wouldn't be possible without our sponsor, Midnight MTGO. So go ahead and follow them. Go onto their website, which you'll find the link in the description. So yeah, shout out to them, because they're the people who basically allowed us to do this. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be playing Pauper at all. Anyways, this is RPG Hopper, and I'm out.